So this is the second part two, regarding what I was talking about that led into education. So please listen and give me your feedback, please. Here's part two. When it comes to education, we see that the universities that Donald Trump has threatened, and the exception being, I think, like Harvard, but he's threatened universities saying, hey, if you don't give me what I want as president of the United States, I'm going to take away funding from your university. And they get scared. Let's be honest. Which shows poor leadership, in my opinion, of these universities. They get scared, so they capitulate, which is the word that Senator Booker used. But meaning they just give in, and they're like, hey, whatever Donald Trump wants, because we need the money. Yet, here's what happens. If you're going to your first year in college, you might get some money to help you out. And then, of course, there's professors that rely on that money. And then whatever they need to do at the university to increase its ranking, etc. Value. That's the word I want to use. When Donald Trump makes his threat, they know that they are going to lose those things. So the first thing that happens is that all of a sudden we have a bill at the university. You're about halfway, 3/4 of the way, and they're like, hey, Donald Trump did this, or we lost our funding, is probably how they'll really word it. We can't give you that anymore. And now all of a sudden you might have $1,000 or more. Even if it was only $500, that's a lot of money. Let's be honest. As students, you get that. Oh crap! I wasn't expecting that. And you might be a single parent, or you might be. It doesn't. You were offered. Professors no longer are employed. Now we have the unemployment rate going higher. Now remember, this is all because Donald Trump didn't get his way of something with a university, and he wants to take funding away. Let me go on with this. The fact that would happen tells you that money is not the way that universities should work, and education overall should work in the United States of America. And when we talk about, meaning Democrats, let's get rid of the debt on our shoulders of school loans. And let's make sure that education is always free. This is why. So that no administration, whether Democrat, Independent, Republican, or whatever future political parties might exist, don't have the power over you and me on education. That's why. And you think, well, but I had to pay. Unfortunately, yeah, me too. We've had to pay. But that doesn't mean that I want that burden on somebody else in the future, because it raises us up as a society when people are free from debt of education. Now, and it doesn't make a difference if you go and you say, well, I went to a technical college and I'm interested in being a medical assistant. Then that should be free. And if someone's working on a bachelor, that should be free. But now you have money that you're using because the more education, you can do more. And so you're saving, yes, but you're putting more into the economy. Jeans are a big deal right now. And as we all know, you can buy an extra pair of jeans from whatever company you're comfortable with. Then you can buy 2 extra pairs. You can buy more groceries, and it just depends on the family. That's why education needs to be free from money.